What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Black Tide TV. My name is B-Tide, and in today's video we're doing something a little bit different. You'll notice we're playing The Crew. I've tried to make my situation as unique as possible. I've got that red Subaru. I've customized it a little bit to look like the red Subaru from the opening sequences of Baby Driver, which we'll be reviewing today. This is a movie review. I don't do these too often. Movies are a huge passion of mine. I am very opinionated when it comes to movies and TV shows and all kinds of different entertainment, and when we're making this channel into a variety channel, there's no better way than to get into something completely different apart from video games. Of course, you're still seeing that gameplay in the background, as I haven't yet come up with a perfect way to do my movie reviews. I will be having a Spider-Man Homecoming movie review very soon as well. I've also seen that recently in theaters, and I'd love to share my opinion on that, but I haven't really come up with a perfect formula. Would you guys like to see a face cam? Would you guys like to see something else? I'm not really sure, like a slideshow. Let me know in the comment section down below how you would like me to conduct my movie reviews. But without further ado, we're talking about Baby Driver in today's video, so let's get started. Baby Driver is a really indie type film. It's kind of flown under the radar for the most part, and this movie is criminally underrated. It is 100%, as of right now, my favorite movie of 2017. As in, go out and see this movie. Actually, I'd say it's about tied with Logan. Though you can't really compare the two. Logan and Baby Driver have so many different types of feel. Like when you're watching Baby Driver, it's more of an action-packed, really thrilling adventure ride, whereas Logan is a deep and depressing kind of, I don't want to get into that movie right now because that movie is a whole other beast. But that movie was absolutely fantastic. Baby Driver, on the other hand, is right up there, right on par with Logan in terms of sheer power, sheer greatness. I think Baby Driver is my favorite movie that I've seen in the year so far, just tied with Logan. It beats out Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it beats out Wonder Woman, it beats out Spider-Man Homecoming, and of course, it is a different movie from those movies, but I feel like I should bring up those superhero movies, as those are the movies that I really generally go to the theater to see. I'm often going to the theater to see the big epic movies, right? Like The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. We've got War of the Planet of the Apes coming up, which is a big epic movie that I can't wait to see in theaters. There's all the superhero flicks, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the DC Cinematic Universe. Those are the movies that I actually find it worthwhile to go to the theater and spend money to see. Meanwhile, Baby Driver is an action-packed movie, but it's not a movie that I would have expected myself to go out and see, but there's just something about it. There's something about the trailers, there's something about the whole theme of this movie. Edgar Wright directs, who's an awesome director. He's behind Shaun of the Dead, he was behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, one of my favorite movies of all time, and so I was just really intrigued. So me and my buddy went out to see it about a week and a day to today ago, so that would have been last week, last Monday I believe I went to see it, and I just can't get this movie out of my head. I was playing The Crew, and I was using this Subaru, and I was like, you know what, I gotta make a movie review of this thing because it's criminally underrated. Baby Driver, it's more than just an action movie. It's more of like an action musical. It's really crazy how they use the soundtrack in this movie. It's absolutely wonderful. You hear a lot of music in the trailers, and you might think, oh, it's just a trailer, they're playing music. No. In the trailer, they're playing music because that is what you're seeing in this movie. Essentially, Ansel Elgort, the main character, Baby, he actually has tinnitus, and he has a ringing in his ears because he was in an accident, and he plays music to drown that out. So you basically see the whole movie through his eyes, or more accurately through his ears. So you're hearing this awesome soundtrack the entire movie long. I'm just very proud of Hollywood with their soundtrack production recently. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 had an amazing soundtrack. Now we've got Baby Driver here, and the whole thing is set to music. All of the action sequences, all of the cuts, and all of the different things that are happening on screen are happening to music. Like somebody's firing a gun and they're firing to the beat of the music, and the soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot recommend it enough. But the movie itself, phenomenal acting. It's more than just an action movie. You could go to the theater and you could see Fate of the Furious, and that's just an action heist racing movie that we've all come to expect. It's kind of like that bland, just go, shut off your brain, and watch this movie. But Baby Driver is not that. Baby Driver is something more in that it's really action-packed, but there's also so much more going on. The character development is on point. You notice these tiny little, really insignificant portions of people's character, but it really builds on those characters nonetheless. The characters are minuscule in the grand scheme of things, characters that only appear for a few moments. You learn so much about them in such a short time. The acting is phenomenal. We've got Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, Ansel Elgort. I wasn't too sure about him going in because his previous roles haven't been the greatest, but going into this movie, I instantly fell in love with this character just because of the way he acts, the way that everything is portrayed, and how you're seeing things through his eyes, through his mind. You really go on an experience, on a journey with this character, and I think this movie is phenomenal. If you haven't got this point by now, definitely go out and see Baby Driver. I would actually say it's better than Spider-Man Homecoming. So if you're going out to see Spider-Man Homecoming this weekend or something like that, I would say if you haven't seen Baby Driver, you might want to go see Baby Driver first. Spider-Man Homecoming is a different taste, a different flavor, of course, but Baby Driver is something for everyone. It's a great date movie. It's a great action movie to go see with your buds. There's action, there's romance, there's funny, really funny parts in this. It's just such a well-rounded package, and I cannot recommend it enough. Criminally underrated movie. My favorite movie of the year so far. But make sure you're sticking around the channel, looking for that Spider-Man Homecoming review. Let me know how you'd like me to do my movie reviews. Would you like it over gameplay? Would you like it over a slideshow? Or would you like my face cam on these movie reviews? Let me know what you think about Baby Driver in the the comments section down below. I'm going to say Baby Driver is a 5 out of 5 or a 10 out of 10. I'll catch you guys on the next video.